5 races down, 1 to go.
It's been a fantastic season. Portimão is a circuit like no other. A very demanding track. Let's put on a great show on this Portuguese roller coaster. There is no better place to fight for the title.
No calculation, flat out.
They've raced in Spain and Austria, France, Italy and Belgium. Over 5 months, 20 hours, 640 laps and 3,445 kilometres of pure endurance racing. And it all comes to a conclusion here in Portimão. All-in Team WRT has already tied up the LMP2 championship, but the other titles remain up for grabs.
Watch my kingdom come. Choose
In LMGTE, it's a three-way Ferrari fight for the title. The number 80 from Iron Lynx leads with a comfortable margin, 20 and 18 points over the 88 AF Corsa and 55 Spirited Race teams respectively. Also at stake are 2 invitations for the Le Mans 24 Hours 2022.
We are ready. The team is putting a lot of effort, and with my team colleagues we are really focused on this race because it's really important. The pressure is on them because they had to catch up, so we only need to be there doing our job, and then we'll be all fine.
There's a huge gap. I think it's 20 points. We missed the first race, unfortunately, in Spain because of COVID. So, you know, that's life. This kind of things happen. So now, in order to win the championship, not only do we have to win the race, but I think we have to hope for something to happen to Iron Lynx, which, of course, you know, from a sports point of view, is not something you wish, but anything can happen. It's racing.
You know, in the end, racing is tough for everyone. And sometimes you have the luck. We didn't have it in Spa. And that's just the nature of the beast. They just need to finish, you know, and we have to go flat out. That's fun. Let's see what happens on Sunday in terms of the fight.
The LMP3 title will be decided between two teams who have never won an ELMS championship. The points leaders coming into the finale from Cool Racing, the number 19 Ligier, and from DKR, the number 4 Duquesne. With 3 consecutive wins, DKR has closed the gap and is now just 5 points behind.
It's going to be a very interesting race for sure, and we know here in Portimão it can be an even full race as well. We are ready. I mean, we know our competitors, they are fast, but we believe we have a strong car here as well. So we look forward to this race. Obviously, DK won the last few races, but we are still leading the championship, you know, so we are coming here as leader, and we'll try to fight them as hard as we can.
The easiest route will be to win the race. If we win the race, no worries. We've won the last 3 races, so we feel good. So we're optimistic, but you know, this is racing. It's 4 hours, anything can happen. We could pit at the wrong time, catch a full course yellow, then you're out. Psychologically, I think we've got the upper hand. So our goal is to win the race, simple as that.
At the beginning of the year we were pretty much faster than the Duquesne, and then in the middle of the year they were getting faster and faster, and they also had track that was better for their car, like Spa or Monza. With the top speed they were really fast, but on the track that is more twisty and slow like here, we believe our car will be much better.
We're set for the final of the Do You Speak ELMS Challenge, with a winner of each qualifying round over the season.
I'm clearly the best. You guys have no chance. I'm gonna beat you.
The result's already known, guys. You're wasting your time.
You guys have got no chance. I'm going to beat all of you.
I'm going to grind all of my competitors into dust.
1.
1.
1. 1.
2. No, 1.
15.
15, isn't it? 14.
15. 15. Monza.
Must be Spa. No, Monza. Of course it's Monza. Stupid idiot. Monza. Sorry.
Monza.
Monza.
Spa. No.
No, you're not.
Yes.
I guess no.
Not directly, but you would probably do it anyway. Nothing. 50,000.
30,000 euros.
0.
30,000.
I don't know, I don't get it, so. Oh.
No. Would say no, that can't be safe.
I guess no.
Don't think so.
I don't think so, no. I think yes. No, they don't.
No.
No. Yes.
Four.
6.
3 points.
4.
3.
Congratulations to our winner, Mike Benham.
I can't imagine that, you know, to this point in my life that I would ever have quite achieved this at this moment in my career. Without doubt, the most amazing trophy I have ever been awarded. I am so proud.
While the LMP2 titles have already been tied up by All-N Team WRT, the new Pro-Am LMP2 Championship, tailor-made for the gentleman bronze drivers, remains open. The category's been very competitive with 4 different winners in 5 races. We finished the season with a duel for the title between the number 25 from G-Drive and 37 from Cool Racing.
What can I say? We got a 24-point lead going into the last round. I feel great. You know, take nothing for granted. We've got to do well in this race to bring home the championship. Yeah, I love Portimão. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, I think he deserved it, to be very frank. I mean, they did a very, very good, strong season. And they had the lineup strategy was a little bit different than ours. I like very much John, so I mean, if he clinch it here, I'm super happy for him. And of course, on one side, we'd like to clinch it, but I think he deserves it much more than us.
Alex has put together a fantastic program. The Cool Racing guys have always been, you know, really tough. You know, he's made a couple adaptations and won the last race. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens on the race. But yeah, they've done a great job.
Racing is racing. I mean, and until the checker flag, nothing is paid.
Yeah, good luck to everybody.
We don't have to finish worse than 7th, the 7th place, and the other car that is fighting for us for the championship, they have to win. They are obliged to win. So we are in a good position about that. We are not obliged to win in any case. So we will do our race, try to get to the end in the best position as possible, and that's our goal.
Challenges to make up the positions to win the championship. No, I think we're all pretty relaxed. Team is looking forward to the race. I think we have a good race car, and yeah, the challenge is just to beat DK on the race, and I think the chance is definitely there.
The only thing we can do for the moment is to maximize our race. We know that it will be hard to get the title because the G-Drive car is 24 points in front of us. So we only need, to win the race, and they need to have a bad luck. We know it will be difficult to get the title.
One minute board on the grid. Under 1 minute to start the formation lap. Try to put the temperature in the tires a little bit in the formation lap. All good. We are a bit more comfortable in the fuel.
Ready for the 6th and final race of the 2021 European Le Mans Series. Charles Lacey pacing the field with Richard Bradley alongside him, Roman Rusinov and Manuel Maldonado on row 2, Robert Kubica, WRT, and alongside him Phil Hansen for United. Few cars out of line, waiting for the lights to change. It's been a long hold, but eventually the race is underway. They're 5, maybe 6 wide behind. Sharmalasi holds off Richard Bradley into turn 1. Roman Rusinov for third, with Kubica behind him and around the nose goes Manuel Maldonado, the United car, up to third. So Kubica is in 5th behind the orange and black of Roman Rusinov in 4th place. So they both lost a spot to Manuel Maldonado, who was brave around the outside. Everybody else seems to have survived without major incident. Famous last words. Now they've all made it through. Down to the hairpin, change for 4th. Kubica on the attack, goes by Roman Rusinov. Leader starting to pull away. GTE leader Rino Mastronardi in the number 80 Iron Lynx Ferrari, and he was 3 rows behind Francois Perrodo at the start. So Perrodo in 3rd place, now up to 2nd. Sarabovi in 3rd, 77 the Porsche has dropped down to 4th position. So there's been a little bit of bumping and boring in GTE. And side by side, wheel to wheel, Mastronardi hangs on ahead of Perrodo. So the championship battle is well alight now. Iron Lynx leading the race. This is the way they would love to win it. Battle for 20th overall, 8th in LMP3. Mike Benham for RLR M Sport getting turned around there by Anton Decoin. Battle for the lead in LMP3. It's down to half a second now. Rob Weldon, number 2 United Autosports, ahead of car number 4, Mathieu de Barbois for DKR Engineering. DKR so successful in Le Mans Cup racing. And he is all over the back of Rob Weldon, trying to find a way by. Great tussle. Here's the lead battle in GTE. Black and white Iron Lynx car with the chrome and black AF Corsa machine, and Sarabovi with the pink highlights, the Iron Dames car down the inside. Number 2 United Autosports car is in the way of Francois Perrodo. He can't get a run clear. Sarabovi going the long way around the outside again. That becomes the inside as they drop down once more. Then they'll plunge down the hill. United car is still in the way. Bovey cuts to the inside. She's looking for the LMP3 car to drift out wide. Up into turn 13. She gets through and puts traffic between herself and Francois Perrodo. That is great door handle to door handle racing. Back with our leaders in LMP3 around the outside. Good effort from Mathieu de Barbois. Doesn't quite have the momentum though to run around the outside of Rob Weldon, who shuts the door and holds on to the lead. But how many more attacks will come up shy for de Barbois? There are so many great overtaking opportunities around this track. It's not just a roller coaster, it's a roller coaster where you can pass almost anywhere. United's Duncan Tappy and Andrew Bentley watching the action. Behind Robert Kubica, battle for 4th between the 2 United cars. Manuel Maldonado in 32.22 is Phil Hansen having a run at Manuel Maldonado, and he gets through. So the WRT car number 41 is 3rd. 22 United now up to 4th. Back in the GCE field, this is the battle for 5th. Michael Fassbender for Proton in the Porsche ahead of the 66 JMW Ferrari, Rodrigo Sales. It's all over the back of the Irish-American film star. And down the inside lunges the Ferrari. Fassbender cuts back on the exit. Here we go. Really enjoying his racing this season. And that was a great counter-attack. Off the road, out of 2nd place, Sarabovi in the Iron Dames Ferrari, looping it around before turn 3. And replay from behind. Looks like no one else involved. On board the number 4 DKR Engineering car, still in 2nd place, still frustratedly behind Rob Weldon. So Mathieu de Barbois taking us for a little run around this scenic Portimão circuit. Barely ever flat, you hardly ever see the next corner, it's always over a brow or up a hill somewhere. And de Barbois really pushing hard. Down into 1, here they come around the outside. Mathieu de Barbois has just got enough room took the bravery pills and went a long way around the outside of Rob Weldon, who's now going around the outside here, and that will be the inside. The Algarve Pro car of Richard Bradley, LMP2 car, is right behind in second, but he's going to have to wait. Oh, trouble for Memo Rojas, and a huge impact with the end of the pit wall. That's the LMP3 Villorba car. That's Andras Lascaratos. So what happens here? A wheel comes off Memo Rojas' car. A 900-degree spin and more, and Lascaratos can't avoid contact. Wow, oh my goodness, the Inter-Europol team are shocked in the garage. Here's the onboard view from the Graf Racing car that squeezes through the gap. And Lascaratos saw the gap getting smaller and smaller. This with Memo Rojas, round once, round twice, round 3 times, round 4 times. Just stop. It does, but for Andras Lascaratos, the only thing is that he is out of the car under his own steam. I'm sure that has absolutely stunned him and the team. My goodness, he can't believe what's happened. The strength of these cars is just astonishing. There's Memo Rojas. Thumbs up for the crowd.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're trying to keep up with the pack, and we lost the rear wheel in the exit of the last corner, which is the fastest corner of the track. Just lost the wheel, and after that you become a passenger and not much you can do. I was lucky I didn't hit the wall, neither inside or outside, but that's the race for us.
Goodness me.
Red flag. Red flag. All cars to line up on the start-finish straight.
Memo lost the wheel and saw him spinning. Now we're coming out of corner 15 at full throttle. I was trying to judge where he was going to end up. I thought he was going to keep spinning into like a straight line, but he started coming into the inside, and at that point I think it was Fontana into Virage. He was also trying to squeeze between him and the wall. And at that point it was either me hitting Memo sideways, which as we know doesn't usually end up well, and I chose the wall instead.
Wow, unbelievable presence of mind from Andreas Lascaratos.
Oh, your start was nice.
Yeah.
I was going into turn 1, I was thinking, ooh. And then I was like, no, I know Charles is going to brake late, so I just followed and it was all good.
Everybody just trying to stay cool before the restart.
It's a tricky moment, to be honest, because you need to kind of relax, but don't waste your energy, but then switch on as soon as we restart. There's no point of thinking what happened in the early laps, because in the end it's done, it's a past. You have to focus on what's next, but until now we will have to wait and see how long it will take. For sure the restart will not be easy with cold tires, with low pressures, so it might be quite tricky restart. But yeah, until now everything smooth, and I will try to finish ELMS season as best as we can, and and enjoy championship after checkered flag.
After around a 25-minute red flag period, ready to go again.
We are resuming the race behind the safety car. We are resuming the race behind the safety car.
Safety car leaves Sharma Lacey, Richard Bradley, Robert Kubica and the rest of them away as they try to build some warmth in the tyres.
Safety car at full speed.
The drivers will be focusing on building heat into the brakes and into the tyres and building those tyre pressures.
No overtaking before the line.
So we are ready to go back to green flag racing. This is the order in which they got to the line. It's not race order. The DKR engineering car that leads in LMP3 is 4th in the queue, and that is going to be a stopper in the bottle. The lead trio will break away from the 2 United Autosports cars and the G-Drive that follows as we sweep down through the final corners and across the start-finish line. Everybody weaving for tyre temperature. Sharma Lacey ahead of Richard Bradley and Robert Kubica. Phil Hansen goes by the LMP3 car, and it looked like Roman Rusanov had got by the slow-starting Manuel Maldonado in the 32 United car. And there is the G-Drive car. He too has gone by the DKR machine, and the number 2 United Autosports LMP3 car is right there as well. Lots of battles up and down the order. Back for second place, Sarah Bovey in the GTE field, attacking Francois Perotto. She's on the inside here. And that looks like she has made second place her own, and right beside them is the white Porsche Christian Ried, the Proton competition car. Now he is attacking as well. That car starting from pole position in GTE, just got left by the Ferraris at the start. Michael Fassbender behind is under pressure, and the Ferrari dives through. And this is a replay of a battle we saw earlier as well. As is this, the United number 2 car with DKR on the inside, trying to come back through. Didn't quite make it on Rob Weldon. WRT's Robert Kubica being closed down by Phil Hansen for United Autosports. Battle between the new champions and the outgoing champs. Down the inside comes Phil Hansen, change of lead. As the pit stops have started, Robert Kubica loses the lead to Phil Hansen. United Autosports aren't going to surrender their title willingly. They want to win this race. And the number 22 car has the lead. Problem here for Cool Racing. Look at the driver's door. That's Alex Coigny. He's just taken over from Charles Milesi, and he had to slow down and slam the door. It wasn't closed properly at the pit stop, but it looks like he's back up to speed now. Pit stops 2 for WRT. Yiffy Ye there taking over from Robert Kubica, and at United, Jonathan Aberdeen in to do the middle stint of the race. Every fraction of a second counts on the racetrack, and especially in the pit lane. Battle again between the Iron Lynx Ferrari, Sarah Bovy, and the AF Corsa car, Francois Perrodo. These two have been at it almost the entire race. Bovy got by, then spun away second place. She's now taking it back once more. I'm sure both of them are relishing this battle, and what a place to do battle as well. Flowing, fast, undulating. Great track. Pit stop for AF Corsa. Out goes the Iron Lynx car, and a race off the pit lane. 77 Proton competition Porsche yet to stop. That's the race leader right now. Here is the EDEX Sport car giving chase. Patrick Pilet chasing down Alexandre Coigny. This is now for 8th position in LMP2. Looks down the inside. Coigny sees the danger, sees him coming, leaves the door open. That's good racing savvy. Still just under 2.5 hours left to survive here. Trouble for the number 11 machine, Antoine Decaux for Euro International. Looks like he's had a bit of a moment. Turn 1 is a real incident hotspot. Take a look here, Duncan Cameron dive bombing. Claudio Schiavone locks up straight across the Italian's bows. How did he miss him? How did they miss each other? A hot and sweaty Charles Milesi rehydrates as his teammate Alex Coigny holds off the G-Drive car of Rui Andrade. The number 25 machine is second in LMP2 Pro-Am. 37 for Cool Racing. That is the Pro-Am leader right now. Sweeping down through these final right-handers. What a great view of this fantastic battle. Top of the pile in Pro-Am. Michael Fassbender into the pit lane. The actor comes in as the leader in GTE. But as he stops, so the 77 Porsche comes to the top of the pile. Christian Ried, Cooper McNeil and Jimmy Bruni, the driving trio. That's Christian Ried. There is Cooper McNeil, raced last week in IMSA WeatherTech Series. Christian Ried now with Rino Mastronardi all over the back of him. Heading towards the midway point of this ELMS season finale. And right now, Porsche with a slender advantage. It does look like the Ferrari is the more raceable car here. The Proton competition team grabbed pole position. The 80 Iron Lynx, though, led from the start. Mastronardi on the inside. Can he drive his way through? He does again. Finds the traction there on that inside line in turn 13. Great pass. All contact. Mathieu de Barbois, the LMP3 leader. Sarah Bovy in the Iron Dames Ferrari gets bumped off. Looks like there's no major damage. Battle continues between Sarah Bovy with the pink highlights and still Francois Perrodo in the 83 machine. Unbelievable, these two are still at it. Number 80 Iron Lynx leads from 77 and 93 Porsches to 66 JMW Ferrari right in front is fourth. Sava Bovi now up to 5th position. Well, it is all change. Dramatic stuff all the way round here. There is the 26G drive car, currently lying in 3rd place.
Car 26, drive-through penalty for abusing track limits even after the warning.
Oh dear, Franco Colapinto, oh dear. As of now, that is going to cost them a spot on the race podium and potentially in the championship race as well. They're lying 3rd in the points, not too far ahead of Panis Racing. Michael Fassbender out, and Richard Leeds gets in to the 93 Porsche, comes in from 3rd place. Really good race stint for Fassbender.
I was disappointed here last year because it's my home track, so this year I really tried to prepare mentally for it, and I just thought, keep the leading pack in sight and just, keep up with them. That was the target, and just try not to get too tired. It's pretty physical, this track. So yeah, I'm really happy. It's definitely my best race so far.
Trouble for Nicola Maulini, the Cool Racing LMP3 car. And that is not looking happy. Has he got a left front puncture? He has got something broken on the left front. One of our LMP3 title contenders. Long, slow drive back to the pits. As he gets it fixed, the number 4 car is still leading for DKR Engineering. And DKR will clinch the title as of now, but we are just halfway through. Everything is yet possible. Battle for second, catching the AF Corsa Ferrari. Manuel Maldonado, red, white and blue united. Then blue and white, Panis Racing, and then the Algarve Pro car, Sophia Flörsch right there, and WRT behind as well. So this is 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th in the thick of the action on board the Panis car. Julian Canal trying to find a way by Maldonado. The Venezuelan just keeps himself at arm's length though. What a tight battle this is. Number 22 from United leading the race. In the pits, Maldonado is out, handing over to Joop van Uitert. Pit stop 2 as James Allen takes over the 65 Panis Racing entry. Yifei rejoins from the pit lane in 3rd place. Sophia Flörsch just there in the Algarve Pro machine. So all sorts of changes now thanks to the pit stops cycling through, but 22 from United still leads from the 26G drive car. 22 is in. Jonathan Aberdine. Franco Colapinto in as well for G-Drive. Michelle Gatting and Cooper McNeil doing battle for 3rd in GTE. All action here. Coop keeps his nose in front as the Cool Racing car tries to make its way safely through, but that will slow the Porsche a fraction. Here comes the Iron Lynx car. Michelle Gatting trying to get herself back up into a podium position. Here comes the Dane. Kicking up the dust, lines it up down the inside into the hairpin. Good and early. And McNeil just had to let that one go. So the overall order now in GTE is Ferrari, Porsche, 80 ahead of 93, 83 now ahead of 77. Trouble in traffic for the race leader Yifei. WRT just clipping at the United car of Andrew Bentley, tagging him into a spin. Sophia Flörsch right behind, lucky to avoid trouble. Matteo Crosoni leading in GTE in the 80 Iron Lynx Ferrari. This car has spent a lot of time in the lead with Rino Mastronardi at the wheel. Battle for 5th, Patrick Pilet for EDEX Sport ahead of Franco Colapinto. 26G drive car down to 6th position after that drive-through. 41 WRT still leading from 22 and 32. United Autosport 2nd and 3rd. Franco Colapinto's had a dive at the hairpin, outbraked himself though, and Patrick Pilet allowed him to go by and then retook the spot on the inside. There's experience. Joop van Uitert, 3rd place in the 32 United car, flashing the headlights at BHK Motorsports. Marcus Pommer dives to the inside, but he did not see him coming. The door was shutting, and I think that's a mistake by Van Uyten.
Car 32 has a 5 seconds added to the next pit stop for the contact with car 35.
Stop 432, Van Uyten's out. Nico Jamin will have to serve the penalty before he's allowed to get going again. Lead battle in GTE, Richard Lietz in the green Proton Porsche, all over the black and white Iron Lynx Ferrari of Matteo Cressoni. Fantastic racing this GT class has provided so far. And still over an hour of it to go. Now is the Porsche going to get the run here? Look at the way the track drops away, really leans on those outside tyres. Pit stop for our race leader in LMP2. And meanwhile, the Porsche trying to find a way through using the LMP2 car. Doesn't quite get through. The door was able to be closed by Matteo Cressoni. It's not always slower traffic that gives you overtaking opportunities. Faster cars can do that as well. And persistence can pay off as well. Here's Richard Lietz, gets a tight turn and goes the long way around the outside of Matteo Cressoni. Great traction to take the lead in GTE. 77 WeatherTech Porsche in the pits. Cooper McNeil helping Jimmy Bruni to do the belts as the fuel goes in for the final hour. On board with our LMP3 leader, this is Lawrence Herr in the DKR engineering car. 45-second advantage. He has been so successful with DKR in LMP3. Again with the Porsche versus Ferrari. Felipe Lazer now chasing Miguel Molina, who's in the 80 Iron Lynx Ferrari. Trying to find a way by using all the runoff area and a lot more besides. Bumping around like it's a rallycross Porsche. Such things do exist. Not often here in Portimão though. Lazer all over the back of the Ferrari trying to find a way by. Great battle. And the 83 Ferrari now up to third ahead of the 77 Porsche, but all eyes on the battle for the GTE lead. Told you, they can't take their eyes off it, and nor should you, just in case Lazer finds a way through. Faster traffic coming by, one of the G-Drive cars. The Iron Lynx Ferrari is just offline. Miguel Molina, hugely experienced factory Ferrari driver, just keeps his nose in front. They're all over him here. This is a fantastic track for GT racing. On board with Felipe Lazer. Look how close it got. Oh, there was contact there, just a little tag. Lawrence Herr in the pit lane. Final stop for DKR, the LMP3 race leader. Oh, Charmelesi out very wide into 37 Cool Racing car. Goodness me. Oh, big lock up there. Just avoided getting beached. On board with David Drew, Graf Racing in the battle for 7th in LMP3. Matt Bell for Cool Racing just ahead of us. Mattia Drudi in the number 11 for Euro International, and David Drew trying to insert himself between the two of them. Super tight racing. Mattia Drudi shows his nose on the inside, tags Matt Bell, who runs wide. Drudi goes through, and David Drew is going through as well in the Graf car. He does. Matt Bell loses 2 spots from that touch. United Autosports number 22 machine doing here what it did just about everywhere last year, leading comfortably. Louis Delatraz for WRT lies second. Will Stevens is in at Panis in their 65 car. That is in third place, but not by much, ahead of the 26 from G-Drive, just 6 seconds in it, and that gap is coming down fast. Final stop for WRT. It will be fuel only and a clean of the screen. United are in as well. Tom Gamble, same deal for him. Just fuel and a quick check of the tyres, and away they go. Trouble for Rahal Frey.
Car 83 drive-through penalty for a contact with car 13.
The lead battle is alive once more. Inside the final 20 minutes, United Autosport's Tom Gamble with G-Drive's Nick de Vries all over the back of him. G-Drive trying to take the runner-up spot in the championship away from United. If they pass, they will do that. If they don't, United will be runners-up, last year's champions, behind this year's champions WRT, and de Vries on the inside. Gamble hasn't got enough to stay around the outside, so Nick de Vries moves into the lead for G-Drive. Final stop for the number 26 G-Drive car. And that hands the lead back to Tom Gamble at United Autosports. Now, the outgoing champions are ahead of the new champions, 41, that's WRT. That's the battle for third place. Will Stevens in the Panis car trying to rein in Algarve Pro's Ferdy Habsburg, and that might give Panis a chance of moving up to second in the championship. But imagine the emotions in the Algarve Pro garage. This is the Autodromo do Algarve. It's effectively their home track, and they could take their first ELMS podium right here. Well, here is the WRT car, the champions this year. Louis Delatraz, 5 minutes away from a 5th podium this season for Team WRT. They have had a very successful year indeed, their first full campaign with an LMP2 car. Yiffaye looking very relaxed and happy, as well he might. LMP3 leader DKR Engineering, they will win the race in 5 minutes, and with it the championship title as well. Driver and team's title in LMP3. And that's mighty impressive from a team that have come up from so much success in Michelin Le Mans Cup. It's still a waiting game though. In GTE, the 80 Iron Lynx Ferrari leads by 10 seconds. Miguel Molina ahead of the 93 Porsche. And as of now, Spirit of Race will be second ahead of AF Corsa's 88 car in the title race. Final lap of the race, final lap of the season for the number 22 from United Autosports. Yes, everything crossed. This is a year for that, isn't it? For the dominant force of the previous 12-month campaign. What will the feelings in the garage be when Tom Gamble takes the checkered flag? Satisfaction, jubilation, relief that they haven't forgotten how to win races. It's a comfortable margin of victory, more than 20 seconds after 4 hours of racing. And Tom Gamble will be talking to the team now on the radio for the final time before the checkered flag. The season ends here at Portimão in Portugal with victory for the outgoing champions. United Autosports number 22 car will win it and take LMP2 honours. Tom Gamble takes the checkered flag. Victory for United. Unbelievably, it is their first win of the season for Tom Gamble, Phil Hansen and Jonathan Aberdeen. It's victory then for last year's champions ahead of this year's champs. Algarve Pro take their first podium, where else but the Algarve? And cool are the LMP2 Pro-Am winners. LMP3 winners and champions DKR ahead of Inter Europol and United. And Iron Lynx take GTE victory and the championship ahead of Proton, who take their first podium in GTE, the Iron Dames in third.
Phil had a great start and put in all the hard work to get us up there, and Jonathan maintained it, extended the gap. And then, yeah, you know, it was just a case of me getting in there and trying to finish the job. In the end, it panned out perfectly, and yeah, full credit to the team as always. They did a fantastic job. Yeah, it's great to finally get that win at the last one.
So Phil Hansen, Jonathan Aberdeen and Tom Gamble, the winners from Yifei, Louis Delachaz and Robert Kubica, with Ferdy Habsburg, Sophia Flörsch and Richard Bradley taking third. In the teams classification, All-In Team WRT are the champions of teams and drivers. United takes second and they get an invitation to Le Mans. Panis Racing were third. Charles Malaysia in the 37 Cool Racing entry, LMP2 Pro-Am winners, a second consecutive victory, but not enough to clinch the title. So the Pro-Am champions for 2021, the number 25 G-Drive crew. John Falk clinches the LMP2 Pro-Am title together with Rui Andrade.
For sure we wanted to be on the podium in general, but we know that it was going to be quite hard. We had an issue with the door with the car when Alex went into the car, so we lost a couple of times, but I think we can be happy with the weekend we did.
So Cool Racing are the LMP2 Pro-Am winners. Second goes to the 25 G-Drive crew, they're the champions. And Ultimate with the LaHaye brothers and Gianluca Girodi are third in the race and on the podium in the championship as well.
I couldn't be happier. Yeah, it was a lot of work, great competition, fantastic championship. We had a great time, and yeah, everybody made us work hard for it. It was a lot of fun.
Our race winners in GTE and the champions. From the number 80 Iron Lynx Ferrari crew, Matteo Cressoni, Rino Mastronardi and Miguel Molina.
When you race, it's always difficult. So from the beginning, we were focused to do our race by race, trying to maximize our performance. I think we had a very, very good lineup this year. Also the team, I think we all deserve this result, and yeah, we are champions.
Second went to the 93 Proton Porsche, a first ELMS podium for Hollywood star Michael Fassbender with Felipe Lazare and Richard Leitz. Sarah Bovy, Michelle Gassing and Rahel Frey took third for the Iron Dames. With the 80 team as champions, Rino Mastronardi is the first driver to win GT3 in the Michelin Le Mans Cup and then GTE in ELMS. Spirit of Race gets the invitation for Le Mans. AF Corsa's 88 car in third place. LMP3 victory at the checkered flag for the number 4 car from DKR Engineering to round out a fantastic season. However, post-race penalties would drop them down to 4th place after a technical infringement, but that was not enough to take the shine off the day. They still claim the team's title and Lawrence Hoare the drivers' championship, ably assisted in the final 3 races by Mathieu de Babois.
I'm very delighted because it was a hard weekend for us, being 5 points behind, and it just feels so good.
Inter-Europol competition were declared the race winners. Number 2 from United Autosports took second and Graf's number 9 team in third place. But a 4th place finish was enough. DKR Engineering are the champions, ahead of Cool Racing and the number 2 from United. The first choice in an all-Ferrari battle, Sarah Bovy and the black and pink Iron Dames machine down the inside of Francois Perrodo with the chrome and black. It often takes many laps to set up a pass. In this case, it took almost a lap to complete the pass. Side by side, door handle to door handle, close quarters racing, and with an LMP3 car just in front providing the blocker. Sarabovi squeezes in front and then uses the United car to block the progress of Francois Perrodo. Your second choice is an absolute Portimão classic around the outside in turn 1. This time Mathieu de Barbois in the number 4 DKR engineering car dive bombs around Rob Weldon in the number 2 from United. Weldon fights back in turn 3, but you need great traction to make that work, and de Barbois keeps his nose in front. Your third choice is an LMP2 battle. This is Nick de Vries in the G-Drive car chasing Tom Gamble in the number 22 United machine. And it is another Portimão classic downhill through the fast sweeping final corner where traction is absolutely at a premium and bravery pays as well. De Vries makes the inside pass stick. Major choice, then go to the official ELMS Facebook page and vote. And just like that, 2021 was done. The champions were celebrated at the award ceremony on the track in the fresh air. And now, thoughts turn to 2022 and the first race, scheduled to be mid-April at Le Castellet in the south of France. We will see you there.